Hello, we're here. Sweaty Keyforge time.
Yeah, it's
gonna get sweaty. Get this armpits ready for the sweat.
I should have worn this gray shirt. Well, this is the shirt I wore when I was winning the tournament. So, one night, just one night.
We got the one night command. For anybody who did not tune in last night. So that
turns out Stormstrong could have made that gauntlet command this whole time. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, we're gonna start with the banger match.
Yeah, we're going right into it.
This is not a fight night. This is the main event.
Yep.
It's possible that the turn of the deck. Kozlaz, thank you. 16 months. 16 month streak. It's so easy to lose track of time.
Yep. Thank you so much.
So easy to lose track of time.
We appreciate that.
Appreciate that support, that constant support.
But yeah, this is a big match. I mean,
yeah.
Well, this is a little different than we're going to do things than we've done things in the past. We're not switching decks.
If we were scripting the tournament, this would be the finals.
Yes. If I had,
we didn't script this tournament.
If we had seeded it, they would have been opposite sides of the bracket.
Yeah.
Right?
If we had seeded it in any kind of way other than random. So,
we probably will be playing pretty serious.
Yeah.
This game.
I'll try. We'll see. Conphage, Light Tasker.
For those of you who don't know,
VT Showdown.
Nathan won Vault Tour Richmond, which with Conphage, it was a sealed tournament.
Yeah,
but
the deck's pretty good.
The deck is pretty good.
Turns out, if your deck is good enough to win a sealed VT, it's often good enough to play in Archon.
When you consider there's 300 other decks there,
yeah,
that are opened, that's a lot. That's a big sample size.
It was
decks.
Yeah.
And then Light Tasker, I won Vault Tour PAX Unplugged Archon. Yeah. So this is the very first time we have ever played these decks together. Period.
We've never scrimmed like on TCO or anything like that.
It's possible other people have played them against each other.
Yeah.
We have not. But we are the original pilots. That's all I'm saying.
And they've never played the physical copies against each other.
No, they definitely have not.
It'll be interesting. So I think the graph looks like this. Okay. Start up here. This axis is Conphage's favored, Light Tasker favored. Okay?
Yeah.
Like this. Let me make sure I got the. Maybe I need to do it this way. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. I gotta keep in mind for the camera. Okay. Conphage is favored. Light Tasker is favored. Okay. And the game length starts here and goes like this. So the longer the game, the more favored Light Tasker is to win. The shorter the game, the more favored Conphage is to win. Does that make sense to everybody? I think that's how the emote only.
No, we won't emote.
No, we won't do that. So yeah, I think
the first few turns are going to be very.
I think there's like some openings that Conphage can have that will put Light Tasker on the back foot.
Yeah,
the whole
how
game.
Light Tasker purge cards that are all in hand. That is it can't, right?
That's right.
So
exactly.
Yeah. Rooting for the Lady General. That's fair. Hope Jack Feet wins it all. He could. It's possible. That's the other match tonight.
Yeah, Jack Feet is interesting versus both Conphage and Light Tasker because like Cyber Clone is good against both decks. Conphage doesn't really care what you do to 99% of the creatures in the deck, but if you purge too many Martian creatures or you purge like the Gengar combo, then it feels kind of bad. Plus, Vandalize is probably a really good card against Conphage because you could just randomly hit at the right time.
And it's got Infernus in it. It's got just so much little picking clean of the opponent's deck. Yeah. And Mr. Jack Feet is another game where it's the longer the game goes, the more of a chance it has to win, right?
Yeah. So
the interesting thing is Jack Feet, all the top four decks have shadows. Jack Feet's the only one that doesn't have too much to protect.
Yeah.
It's Mastication. But it's definitely missing a big answer. It does not have.
It doesn't have the scaling amber.
It doesn't even have like a taxing.
Yeah, it's got
a ton of stealing. Right? It does have effervescent.
Yeah, that's the big one. I
think. That's something, right? Turn 1 Drummer combo is probably not good for Light Tasker now.
Yeah, because you basically have to respond with like Harbinger.
Yeah, or else you're done.
Or Kymor.
Yeah.
You might be able to put enough stuff in the way.
I think there's a very real possibility of a high roll Comp Phage 2 games.
I mean, that's always been the argument to play Comp Phage,
yeah, exactly.
Right? It's like it has draws where it just wins. All right, so I'm going first. I do like that. This is kind of a tough hand.
I'll keep.
All right, so gotta keep in mind. Okay. I will say Shadows, and I will play Diagnose Biomaster.
I'll say this. Play a Library of the Danged. I'll play a Snag. Play Harbinger. And that's it.
Okay. I am going to
we don't try to show hands, so that's not something we like aim for.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we might be able to like catch glances at the screen.
Yeah, we're not trying to like tip each other any kind of information. Okay.
But if you see the hand, that's fine too, you know. If you happen to catch a glimpse.
I was definitely kind of worried about a start like that from you. I think I have to say Brobnar and Coward's End to avoid getting snag locked there. I think that's real bad if that happens to me. I really hate eating these chains right now. I'll play a Rock Hurling Giant. Your turn, I'll drop a chain and draw 1.
Say Logos. I will play Wormhole Tech and Igor. And discard Javinda and Hologramophone. I'll play Jargogel with card. Your turn. Draw 3.
Okay. I will say I am gonna say Shadows. I'll play TMTP. Light Tasker's not really.
Nobody cares about that. Yeah.
Not really a deck. You have to worry about that. And then I will play Dust Chronicles. I will archive a card and drop a chain and draw 3.
So Shadows. Play a Ronnie and steal 1. I will play a Chimera Eclipse. Shuffle. I shall play this Mug first on the Rock Hurling Giant.
Okay.
Then the Chimera Eclipse. Okay.
Alright. I am going to say Mars. I am going to play Mother Gun. I am going to play Stormcrawler. And I will Hypnotic Command to put 1 on the Jargogel. Drop the last chain and draw. It is your turn.
I'll say this. Play Rot Grub and Infernus. Get the command and Coward's End. I will Hysteria. I will play Infernus I'll get the TMTP and Death Chronicles. Play Rock Grub. I'll use library. Archive a card. Your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Brobnar. I'm going to play Bramo and a Lollop.
Play Logos. Play Group Think Tank. Play Jargogol with a card. And Wormhole Tech. Your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Shadows. I'll play Dust Chronicles, and unfortunately I don't get to do it. I've had that in my hand for quite a while. I've been trying to engineer a situation.
Get to archive a card.
But we're just not generating a lot of amber, either one of us. I'll play a Gamgee. I am going to Oubliette the Gargogol to discard the card underneath it.
Was it Ronnie?
Yeah. It's one of my favorite interactions. I'll point that interaction out. If Jargogol is bounced or if he's killed, the card underneath him is discarded instead of archived or played. So having a non-destroyed way to deal with Jargogol is a way to get rid of the card under. So, all right, and I'll draw. Go ahead.
All right, I'll say this. I'll play library. I will fight the Gamgee. Play Buzzle. Purge the tank. Fight Gamgee. Archive card. And your turn.
All right. I am going to say Brobnar. I'm going to put Blood of the Titans on Bramo. And I am going to have Lollop fight Infernus. Then I will just reap with Bramo. Turn, I will.
I'll say Logos. I will reap with the Wormhole Tech. Top card. So it's not Logos, so it gets archived. I'll play Igor. Well, card Vapors and Infernus. I'll play Igor.
It's quite the discard.
I will get.
I feel like you're looking for something specific.
Card not finished with you and Cutthroat Research. Play Eddie and archive a card. I'll play Quant. Your turn.
Okay, let's count the cards in the deck. 1, 2, 6, 17. Yeah. I am gonna say Mars this turn. I am Going to pick up the archives. Can't quite draw. I don't think I can draw the whole deck. I can get pretty close. I am going to start by start with an orbital bombardment. I will show you 6 Martian cards, and so for those playing along, it is Blixel Proliferator, Zizek Shockworm, Stormcrawler, Containment Field, Martian Generosity, and Mars Needs Amber. So I am going to do 2. So that's 6, right? So I'm going to do 2 to Buzzle, or just 1. Sorry, 1 card's worth, 2 total damage to Buzzle. I'm going to blast Eddie in the face. I am going to blast the Wormhole Tech for 1. The Wormhole Tech. And then I'm going to shoot the Igors off the table.
Okay.
Okay. And then I will play Mars Needs Amber. Will then Mother Gun the Wormhole Tech. Then I will play Martian Generosity. Draw 14. So I lose all this to draw 14. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. I am going to play okay. I'll play the Stormcrawler, I will play Zizek Shockworm, I'll play Xanthix Harvester, I'll play Blixel Proliferator. I'll put a containment field on Buzzle. I am going to Mars first the Proliferator to ready and reap, archive the Generosity. Then I am going to Mars first the ready and reap with the Proliferator. And this is actually a tough choice here because I feel like all 3 of these cards are very important. But I think if I get the Mars first, yeah, I think I get the Mars first. Because you have to. We've seen the Harbinger, right? You didn't.
Harbinger's gone.
Yeah, the Harbinger is not there. You could Hysteria.
Hysteria's gone too.
Oh yeah, you've only got 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have 1 card left in the deck.
Okay. So I suppose you could Buzzle the Proliferator, but then I could just Mars first the Xanthix Harvester and draw like a lot of cards. So okay. All right, that's my turn. I did not get back to check.
Okay. Well. I guess I'll say this. I will fight the Proliferator. I will play Snag, play Snaglet. I'll use these libraries. Your turn. Puzzle died because of containment field.
Yeah, after this creature is used, destroy it. So that it was the best containment field this deck has ever used.
So that's definitely an important creature to containment field because Buzzle would have
chewed through.
Definitely would have murdered Harvester, but
yeah, would have mowed through a lot of these Martians here. All right, now I'll pick up my archives and say Mars. I've got 3 in the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the yard. So I only need to draw 6. And I've got it all. So I can just play Generosity here to draw 12. So to draw these 3 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All that's gone. Okay. I will play Proliferator. I will reap with the Harvester. I am going to reap with the Shockworm. Will reap with the Stormcrawler. I will Orbital Bombardment and show you 4 Mars cards. So 2 and 3.
Okay.
Then did I have 2 Ronnies or just 1?
2.
2 Ronnies, okay. Plus the TMTP. I will Mars first to ready and reap with the Proliferator to archive Generosity. And I will say check with 7. Yes, there are 2 cards in the discard pile right now, Art Boy.
Okay. I'll say Logos. Play Guardian. Play Igor. I'll discard Not Finish With You in Hysteria. I will play Igor. Card Snag and Whisper. Play Cutthroat Research. I'll reap with Quant. I will Thorium Plasmate the Harvester. And Quant will play this Chimera Eclipse.
Up in the Proliferator. Forgot about the Mother Gun. Yeah, I could use the Mother Gun, I guess, to kill Quant. Yeah, it's just a... I had banked on this Mother Gun being Sneck Lifted a million turns ago, so...
That's it.
Alright, so I will Forge. Okay, so I got 5 right there. I don't see why I deviate from the Martian plan until you force me to. So I'll save Mars. I'll put my archives into my hand. I am going to reap with the Stormcrawler, reap with the Shockworm, Generosity, 8. So 2. That was actually I generosity for too much.
One is stunned.
Let's draw the rest of that. I am going to Orbital Bombardment, showing only 3 cards. So do 2 damage to Quant, not killing it. And then doing 3 damage to the Titan Guardian. Or 4 damage, but 1 by the armor. So that way I can... Mars needs Amber onto them. Then play the Harvester, play the Proliferator. I can Mother Gun away the Titan Guardian now. And then Mars first, the Proliferator to ready and reap, hiding the Generosity. And then Mars first, the Proliferator to ready and reap, hiding. Mars needs Amber, right? Check with 7. Turn.
Alright, I will say this. Play Infernus.
Yep.
Purge some of that dumb stuff. I'll get. It's tough because, like, Mars first lets you just go off. So I think I get these Mars first. Or when bombardment is a problem, but it's a problem I can deal with later, I guess.
Mars first at least stops me from protecting all of the cards.
Yeah, and then I'll archive 2. Your turn.
Okay. Yep. So I don't actually think I use the generosity here. I think I just threaten. I will I'll Mother Gun the Quant for 1. I will reap with the Proliferator to archive the Orbital Bombardment. And then I think I just say check at 7. Tell you to go ahead. No reason to generate more Amber. I know you have to have seen the TMTP and you've probably seen the Ronnies at this point. So
Alright, I'll say Logos. I'll play a Hologramophone. I will play Wormhole Tech. Play Igor.
where's the Eaton's Jar?
Discard Rock Grub and Harbinger. Play Igor. There's the Eddie. Finally. I'll play Eddie. Archive a card. Your turn. Would you like to murder an Eddie?
Yes, I would. Yes, thank you. Okay, I will just say Shadows, and I'm going to Oubliette Eddie.
That's a problem.
And I think I leave it at that. I do nothing else with this turn. No, well, I could Merkins something from your archives. I don't think that's awful. Because I could just randomly hit one of the things you're banking on stopping me with. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. I'll play Merkins.
Alright.
Merkins is generally pretty good if you, like, Hysteria me. Alright, let's get a random card from the archives. I hope it's Necklifter.
Okay. Here's all my Shadows cards.
Oh, Bad Penny! Should have gone for the top card of his deck.
Perhaps. No, there's a lot of cards in the archive, so.
I'll say check with 7. Go ahead.
Okay. I will.
Dang, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At least if the Bad Penny dies, it goes to Justin's hand and clogs up the place, so. Yeah, I think the archives is the right call.
I'll say this. Archive 2 cards. I will fight Snecklifter.
Merkins?
Merkins, yeah,
okay.
Merkins. I will play Infernus.
Okay. Purging Oubliette and Merkins?
Yeah. No. I'm gonna play Not Finished With You first. Then play Infernus and Purge my Not Finished With You.
Okay.
Then play Hysteria.
Okay.
That uses one for the
yes
thing. Then I'll play Furnace and Purge, Blow the Titans, and Oubliette. And I'll play Infernus, Purge Merkins. I will play Harbinger of Doom and
Okay, I think I continue to use the Martian plan. Put my archives into my hand, and I will say Mars. I am going to orbital bombardment. Show you 3 to just nuke the Harbinger. And then I will just play these boards. Stormcrawler, Zizek Shockworm, Xanthix Harvester, Proliferator. That's it. There to go ahead. Say check with 6.
I'll say this. I'll play a snag and a rock grub. Archive a card. I'll archive a card. Your turn.
Okay. I am going to say Mars. I am going to reap with the Proliferator to archive the orbital bombardment. Stormcrawler is going to fight the Rock Grub. He does 1 damage while fighting.
Just enough.
And then the Zizek Shockworm is going to fight Snag.
Okay.
And then I will Mother Gun down the Snag. I will say check with 6. And it is your turn. A lot of people may be wondering why I don't just go with the Gangernaut combo. I feel like as long as I keep getting value from the Martians, I should keep using them. Once all the Martian stuff is purged, that's when I go with the Brobnar stuff, right? This is game 1, it's already sweating. Yeah, we promised this.
I'll say Logos. I will play an Igor. Telltale and Snaglet.
And you've discarded Telltale
every
at
time.
least twice.
Play Titan Guardian. Play Quant. Play Igor. Card Buzzle. I'll Thorium Plasmate the Proliferator.
I assume in between those.
Yeah. And I'll play Cutthroat Research. Hologramophone. Ward. Quant. Your turn. Keyforge.
Okay, I will forge. So 1, 2, 3. Plus. All right, I will say Mars. Pick up my archives. I am I get to do some tricky stuff here, I suppose. I can orbital bombardment and show you
First game still.
3. So I can do the ward, shoot the Titan Guardian, and I can kill Igor. I can then Mars needs Amber. Put that on the Titan Guardian. I will Generosity to draw these. Then I can orbital bombardment again, showing you three to do 2, 2, and 2.
Okay.
And I can Mars needs amber. And then I can Mother Gun the Titan Guardian. Then I can play Shockworm and the Proliferator. Reap with the Xanthix Harvester. 6. And then I'll just have the Stormcaller fight the Quant. I don't think there's any reason for me to let it sit on the table just because it gives you options. You can play a non-Logos card during a Logos turn. So check with 7. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I'll say this. I'll play Infernus.
Yep.
Purge the stupid stuff. I'll play Hysteria.
Yep.
Play Infernus. I'll purge that. Play Snag. Archive 2 cards.
Okay. Now I think is the time to just swindle.
Okay.
To go to 6. I'll say check with 6. It's your turn.
I will say this. Play Snaglet. I'll play Snag. I'll play Rock Grub. I'll play Puzzle. I will Reap with Snag. I'll Reap with Infernus. And look at this deck list real quick. I will discard Harbinger. I'll archive a card.
Yep.
Your turn. And then keep in mind there's no time limit to this game. The stream might be 18 hours.
Could easily be 18 hours.
$15 archive cards.
Okay, I am going to say Brobnar. I am going to play Signal Fire. It's time to fight. I am going to play a Bramo.
Okay.
I will anger Bramo into Infernus. That's 1 on the Ganger, since that is likely to be relevant. I am going to play a Rock Hurling Giant.
Eddie unfortunately is purged.
I am going to throw the War Chest at this snag. And then I'm going to throw Wallop at snag. I am going to play Drummerknot, bounce the Bramo, and play Bramo. I will Ganger Chieftain Drummerknot into snag.
It's 2 on the Ganger count.
2 on the Ganger, 2 on the drummer. I will bounce the Ganger. I will play Foozle. That's 6. Rock Grub's in the discard pile. Furnace is in the discard pile. I have no pips. You've got no pips. You could thorium me to kill the Drummerknot. I'll say check at 6. There's no reason to rule a 6 this turn.
Okay, I'll say Shadows.
It's it's time.
Pick up the grip. We can both play our whole decks.
Yeah, and all the Ronnies too.
Okay. I will mug Drummerknot. I will play a Sneck Lifter and take the Signal Fire. I'll use the Signal Fire. I'll play 2 Ronnies. Steal 2. I'll Chimeral Clips the Ronnies. I will play Whisper, play Javinda, play Umbra, play Bad Penny. And that's it.
Okay. I am going to say Brobnar. I am going to First Blood. I will shoot the Javindas off the table. I got the one.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah. Rock Hurling is going to reap. Ramo is going to fight Umbra. Then I am going to Ganger Chieftain the Rock Hurling Giant to Sneckler. And I will say check with 6.
Alright. They dis. Land Furnace, Purge your First Blood, and Signal Fire, I believe, right?
Yep.
The 2. I'll play Hysteria. Play Infernus. I'll Purge Drummerknot and Swindle. I'll archive 2 cards.
I am going to say Shadows. I am going to Nerve Blast twice to shoot the Infernus. I am going to play Dipno, 2 Gamgees, and I discard my bad pen. And I will say check with 6.
Okay. Say Shadows. I'll play Trust No One. I'll discard Bad Penny. I'll play Whisper. Play Too Much Protect. And I'm done.
Okay, I will say Mars. I'm gonna Mother Gun to blast Whisper. I'm gonna use the Dipno so I can use Gamgee. Gamgee's gonna reap. Get a 6. Then I'll play a bunch of dumb Martians. I'll discard this containment field. So I'll play Stormcaller, Shockworm, Harvester, Proliferator. I'll say check with 6.
Oh, I got a billion Logos cards, so that is it.
Ooh, alright, well, game 2 now.
Total number of purged cards. Do you know how many purged cards?
It was not these. These were not purged. These were not purged. All of that was purged though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 purged cards.
Is that the Oubliette Eddie won the game?
Yeah.
I don't think you win the game if Eddie is not purged.
Correct.
But
right,
I mean,
right.
that is part of the matchup.
Yeah. I think it's all positioning.
Yeah. Now Light Tusker has to turn a corner before it starts forging keys.
Yeah.
And it just couldn't turn the corner because he had his whole deck. So
yeah. It was getting
the entire Mars side every turn.
I mean, how much amber did I generate that game? And how many keys did Light Tasker stop in that game?
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a whole lot. But when you can just take the same turn over and over and over again, right? And I'm forced to have new answers every time.
Right.
That's like
that was my rationale. And I felt like if I use the other stuff and I junk up my discard pile, and it's not just the trim Mars stuff, then I mean your deck got to the point where it was going through efficiently enough. And I was like,
I needed like, I guess hologram phone on the table wouldn't have done it because you could have nerve blasted.
I could nerve blast Oubliette, yeah.
So
you getting rid of an Oubliette earlier in the game is probably fine. I think
yeah.
In the long run, you're fine with that because that's less ammo to steal from you. So he's in a cocoon right now.
Get him a treat. I'll take a bathroom break for the next. I need full focus. Empty bladder. Eddie treated up.
Got the bets going.
That was a 40-minute game, 50-minute game.
So one of the things I was trying to be mindful of with the Mars Needs Amber is that I didn't want to load Justin's guys up with a whole bunch of Amber and not kill them immediately, because Justin could Kymor Eclipse one of his creatures that had like 5 Amber on it or something, and then put me at like 10 and then TMTP me and get all that Amber. And I think that would have been really bad. So I was trying to avoid that situation throughout the game. So we appreciate you stopping by, J. Philippeg. It's YouTube view for you. That's cool. Yeah, that game was a banger.
His little blanket.
I don't know if that's an outrage or just must be Jake
Just
stroking out.
He had a cat walk across his keyboard.
Yeah.
So yeah, you should not get generosity, basically.
I had generosity opener.
Yeah.
And I was trying to engineer it. I was like, as long as I keep it here and I engineer where it's safe, then I think I can eventually win the game. So.
We need some keys. Hilarious.
All right.
Game 2 of Sweaty Forge.
I'm actually sweating.
I am sweating as well.
I'm actually sweating.
But guaranteed it.
Oh, no respect for.
It's not visible yet.
No respect for Light Tasker. No, I see
Really?
it. I see it.
Okay.
It's getting back. Okay. You are going first. Turn on fan. There's a fan.
Yeah, but we're not.
I don't know.
I'll just dry my eyes out.
It could just be a fire hazard.
Mulligan this.
For all I know. Yeah, that hand looks like a mulligan.
It works, but fans just make me upset. Don't really do anything. This is where I get Ganger comboed out of the game this time.
When you had the whole deck, I was like, I can't Ganger combo because I just lose because it'll get purged.
Okay.
It's down to 5.
Well, I will start with the old library. Your turn.
Alright, I will say Mars. I'll play Stormcaller and Xanthix. It's your turn.
I'll say Logos. I'll play Hologramophone and a Titan Guardian.
Okay, I am going to say Mars. I'll play Glixel Proliferator. I'm going to Reap with the Xanthix Harvester.
What is happening?
Stormcrawler. And it's your turn. I'll draw one.
Okay, you didn't.
No, if I had.
Okay.
I wish.
Good God.
I wish I had the generosity, but no, that is not.
All right, I'll say Shadows. I will. Kymor Eclipse.
Okay. I've had to amend the game plan based off of my draw, so I feel like any amber I can generate while I don't have any cards in my discard pile is an advantage for me.
I will play a Whisper. I will discard Bad Penny. I will mug the Harvester. Your turn.
I am just gonna say Shadows and Swindle. 2.
There you go. I'll say
Good.
Logos. I'll play Vapors. I'll play Brain Plasmate to do nothing. I'll play Cutthroat Research. I will ward the Whisper. Never been warded in the history of Light Tasker. Your turn.
I am gonna say Mars. I'm gonna Reap with Xanthix Harvester. And I am gonna play a Shockworm. It's your turn. I'll draw one.
I'll say Shadows. I'll play Arani. Deal 2. I will lose 1 to kill the Harvester. Play Javinda. Play Javinda there. Your turn. I forgot to archive from Vapors. Okay.
5 new friends.
5 new friends. It would have been J Vinda.
J Vinda would have been okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that corrects.
It's self-corrects.
It self-corrects, yeah.
Alright, my turn.
Yep.
I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to Nerve Blast the J Vinda. I will Merkins your top card. For an Igor. Actually tough. I guess I'll put that in my hand. I will discard if Mars Needs Amber and Mother Gun. I will play Gamgee, and it is your turn. I will say check with 6, and I will draw 2.
Say Logos. Play Titan Guardian. I'll play Eddie. I'll archive a card. I'll board the Eddie, and your turn.
So you're at 7. I am going to say Mars.
No deck swapping this matchup now. They'll be doing the decks injustice.
I'll play Proliferator. I will put a containment field on Eddie. And then the Shockworm just fight Ronnie. And it is your turn overall too.
Okay. I'll say Logos. I'll fight Proliferator. Take 2.
Well, 3, but you got an armor. I was accounting for your armor.
I'll play Igor. Or J Vinda and Wormhole Tech. I'll play Quant. I'll play Jargogel with Card. This card. This card. Eddie will reap, get stunned, die, and I'll abort him again.
Live, die, repeat.
Your turn.
Alright, I will say Shadows. I'm going to play Dypnus, Spymaster, and a Gamgee. And then I will just tell you to go ahead. And we'll draw 2.
Hyper Spymaster.
Yep.
I'll say Logos. I'll reap with Igor. You'll get stunned. I'll fight Merkins.
What are the sub benefits? You get to use our awesome
Sweet emotes.
Emotes. And if we were big enough, you fought Merkins?
Yep.
If we were big enough, you would not watch ads. But we don't play ads because we're not big enough.
There are autoplay ads.
There are autoplay ads.
We just don't. We do get paid for them, but we can't autoplay ads.
It's a mere pittance.
Yeah. I'll reap with Jargogel. I get stunned. I'll reap with Quant. Get stunned. I will Reap with Eddie.
He is stunned.
Oh, he's stunned. I will unstun Eddie. That doesn't count as being used, right? Instead of being used.
Yeah, I don't honestly remember.
I think stunned is instead of being used.
You unstun. So
responsibility doesn't have to trigger immediately. I will use Quant to Hysteria.
Okay.
And this gets discarded. Unstun is being used. Please tell me. I actually want him to be. I want this to be gone so I could play it again, right? I want that to remove the ward token.
Rolled stunned. It's not. Somebody get Sky Jedi on the horn.
Yeah.
Tell us.
It's like it's exclamation mark R, right? Stunned. Try R stunned.
Yeah, right, exactly. A Diagnose Spymaster. On the topic of cards being stunned, when Diagnose Spymaster was stunned, you couldn't unstun it, even though it had an Omni ability.
Roll. Please,
rule.
Someone, rule book. Place. You're 99% sure it does get used? Or what? What'd you say? Creature becomes stunned, places stun creature. When a creature stunned, it cannot fly. Any time a stun creature could normally be used, it can instead be used by exhausting it to remove its stun.
Can be used.
Okay. So in that case, the ward's removed after the containment field and then it's returned to
yeah.
Okay. So I will play Eddie and archive a card. I will play the Guardian. Play Want Igor. Discard Buzzle and Library. Play Igor. What?
Eddie was warded, so he was not destroyed. The containment field destroyed him and removed the ward from the stun, and then the Hysteria bounced the Eddie, so then he could replay the Eddie.
That's. I'll play Dragogol. Your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Mars. I'm going to play the Shockworm. I am going to Mars first to ready and reap. Then I am going to Generosity. Now the problem is I've drawn all of my Martian stuff already. So that's 18. I will draw 18, which is just the remainder of the deck. So 2, 4, 6, 8.
Oh yeah, I can word Eddie.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Okay.
That's what I was afraid of. Only having a total of like 4 Martian cards to use here. So I can play Stormcrawler. At least the Hysteria. Well, I don't want to play this yet. I need to Orbital Bombardment first for 3, and take out Quant and the ward on Eddie. At least make you protect Eddie on the following turn. I'll play Stormcrawler. I will Hypnotic Command 2 onto an Igor. And then I will Mars first, Zizek Shockworm, and then just kill that Igor. Okay, and it is your turn.
Alright, I will say... one damage. On what? On what?
What are you talking? Oh, yeah, on the shockworm.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I will say dis. Play a snag and a snag and a rock grub. I'll play not finished with you. Dead. Probably.
And Hysteria's gone too, right? Because you used the Hysteria during your Logos turn. As soon as I do lose some stuff here, I got to spend all my Amber at least drawing cards, right? I have not actually taken a Brobnar turn this game. So, those playing along, I have the entirety of the Brobnar suite in my hand. And I am missing 3 total Shadows cards. Merkin's Nerve Blast and Swindle are the only ones accounted for at the discard pile. So, if you've got the deck list pulled up, then you, despite the fact that I have, 20-something cards in my hand? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 12, 13, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So despite having 21 cards, you know what my hand is. So,
all right, your turn. I'll draw these and then shuffle and draw one.
Yeah. Brobnar time. Here come the boys in orange and red. I am going to Coward's End.
All right. Well,
Thus,
hold on.
Thus always 2 cowards.
Hold on. I draw one. Draw one. You get those back. This is archived. Draw 2. Hand's dead.
Stormcrawler dies. I do actually value my Shockworm pretty highly in this matchup, because a good way for Justin to win is if he takes control of the board and just sits. Okay, I am going to play a Foozle. I will play a Ganger Chieftain to ready the Foozle is going to reap and get 2. I am going to play Lollop. Will play the Signal Fire. I will play the War Chest. There's no way, as far as I can tell, that you can Buzzle and War Chest in the same turn. He Snecklifter's the War Chest.
Yeah.
I don't want him to have like the ability to Buzzle and Buzzsaw things down, and then so as far as I can tell, I don't think he can Buzzle and War Chest me to absolute pieces. Shadows creatures don't fight particularly well, so I think it's fine to play the War Chest here. I will play Rock Hurling Giant. And then I will sit, because I'm currently threatening without having to expose any part of the combo. So I'll say check with 6. I have 3 chains that will probably sit there for 5 turns or more.
Okay, I'll say this. I'll play 2 Infernuses and a Buzzle. I'll purge some stuff. Okay, gotta get that. Gotta get like so much stuff I want to get out of here.
Yeah.
Let's get a Mars first. Let's get. I gotta get pips right now, so I'll get Mars needs Amber and Mars first. Well, library. Your turn.
Okay. Now, I could use the signal fire here to take a Shadows turn. And have my Brobnarians fight those off the table, and then get a bunch of shadow stuff down. It does put this. I mean, how many pips do I have in here? I've got one. I got 1 pip left, actually. So, but if I say Brobnar, then say Brobnar. I get like a lot of amber without having to spend a lot of pips, so I think that's what I do. I'll say Brobnar. I'll play First Blood. I've got 8 damage, so I'll do 4 to that Infernus, 2 to that, 3 to that Infernus, and then 1 to Buzzle. And play Bramo to finish him off. Then I will Reap with Foozle, and then Reap with the Rock Hurling Giant. Rock Grub was over there. Both Infernuses are over there. Eddie's over there. It's just the shadow stuff. You could trust no one me. I don't think I have a good way to kill my own Shockworm. Okay, that's fine. I'll say check with 6. It's your turn.
Okay, I'll say Shadows. I'll play Arani and steal 1. Discard Bad Penny. Go ahead.
I will say Brobnar. I will have Bramo fight Ronnie.
He's dead.
And then I will Reap with the Rock Hurling Giant. And it is your turn.
Forge?
Yep. I will say check with 6.
Forge.
Yeah. I'll give you that key.
Play Ronnie.
Fine.
I'm done.
I will say Brobnar. I am going to have Bramo fight that Ronnie.
He's dead.
And then I'm going to Reap with the Rock Hurling Giant. I will say check with 6.
Okay. Okay.
Now, is it worth it to burst there? Absolutely not. He has seen the whole deck. The whole deck is accounted for. Going to 8, maybe. Going to 7, maybe.
I'll say Logos.
Going to 8 stuff. It would be go to 7, I think. Because going to 7, I think, is fine, because then if he picks it up and plays the TMTP, then we move on.
No, Thorium Plasmates. What can I actually kill? Just the Bramo. I'll kill Bramo.
Bramo.
Your turn.
I will Forge.
Yep.
Alright. Okay. It is in fact Brobnar time. Still. Lollop is gonna fight the group think tank. Rock Hurling Giant is gonna fight Igor. Ganger Chieftain is gonna fight Wormhole Tech. I will expose the Drummer Knot to bounce this Ganger Chieftain. I will use the Ganger Chieftain to have the Drummer Knot fight Quant. I'll bounce the Ganger Chieftain. I'm gonna War Chest for 4. And then I will Reap with Foozle to go to 6. And I will say check with 6. So much self-restraint. Yeah, I know. Team TP for you. Team TP is the watcher on the wall, right? It does the job that nobody else wants to do. I feel like you could just take the Jack Nicholson quote from Thin Red Line or whatever. And you just put Team TP in that chair, and it tells you, I exist. I do the work that nobody else wants to do. We don't reference Game of Thrones? Yeah, I know. It just removed itself from everybody's collective memory.
I think I gotta say this and stop you. Play this, I'll play library. I will Hysteria. I will archive a card. I will not finish with you.
You gotta get back all your important creatures.
Yeah. Definitely need this Eddie. Probably Inferno still has some work to do as well. I'm gonna draw many cards.
I think Season 5 is fine too. There's a lot of cool stuff that happens in Season 5. Yeah, I know. That's one thing to like Tasker's discredit, is that it doesn't have a hard board wipe outside of Harbinger. You have to kind of get creative sometimes to kill the Harbinger in that deck. Oh yeah, I always forget about the Dornish stuff because it was not worth remembering. It's funny how anything that was pulled from the books is amazing television, and anything that that was not directly referenced by the books starts going off the rails.
All right, your turn.
All right, I will forge. So you did not put the Infernuses and stuff back in? Okay, you just put the Logos package in.
Yep. Yeah, the Dornish storyline was a travesty. It was very upsetting. That's where they were truly lost.
Alright. This is, in fact, a Brobnar turn.
As it always is.
I am going to play Lollop, and Rockring Giant, and Foozle, and Drummerknot, and Ganger Chieftain, and Ready, and Reap, and Bounce, and Play, and Ready. Oh, no, and Reap. That gets me that. That goes to my hand. That's 3 on the Drummerknot, 3 on the Ganger Chieftain, Ready, and Reap is 4. Play, Ready, and Reap is 5. And Play, Ready, and Reap is 6. Drummerknot is turned off for the turn. Ganger is at 5. Play Ganger over here to Ready, Foozle, and Reap go to 6. And that is that. It is your turn. Say check with 6.
All right, say Logos. Play Vapors.
filler stuff in anime. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's because TV show writing is like its own art. And stories can be meant for a medium like books or anime, comic books, television, movies, and they don't translate well across medium, right? I think one of my favorite examples is one of the Asimov books, where the main character, one of the main characters in the book, is like a main character from another book, but it's hidden the whole time. The only way you don't know that is because it's a book. You can't just look at the guy. You can't visually look at the guy and know that he's the guy from the other book, right? But because it's a book, you get a general description of the character, and you just kind of keep on going. So, 50 Shades of Grey. I'll remind everybody, 50 Shades of Grey was a Twilight fan fiction.
It was. I'll play Eddie, archive a card, board the Eddie. Your turn.
All right. I am going to say Shadows. I will pop the Signal Fire, and Lollop is going to fight Eddie. And then we are going to Oubliette Eddie. And I will say the Oubliette was in my hand since the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
I will say check with. Actually, is it worth it to do anything else with Shadows? No, I'll just say check with 6. It's your turn. Smut.
I'll say Dis. I'll play Infernus. Get that and that. I'll play Hysteria. Play Furnace. Get that and my cards are a bunch in your hand still.
Oh yeah. I have 3 chains.
Yeah.
I have.
So you're never seeing these cards again. Let's get the Swindle. Then I'll play a Harbinger and a Snag. Not finished with you. Knowing full well. Then I'll archive some cards. Your turn.
Okay, I will say Brobnar. Rock Hurling Knight. Anger. I will throw the Rock Hurling Giant into the Harbinger of Doom, bringing doom to everyone. I will play Foozle. I will Anger Chieftain, Foozle to ready and reap. I'll use the War Chest for 1. I will play Lollop. Do I have any reason not to play the Drummerknot right now? I don't think so. So I'll play the Drummerknot and that's the Foozle. Replay the Foozle. And it is your turn. I will say check with 6.
Play Shadows. Play Whisper, and I'll play Ronnie. Your turn.
Say Brobnar. We'll punch these nerds until they can't move. Gengar Chieftain will fight Whisper. Lollop will fight Whisper. Foozle will fight Ronnie. Drummerknot will reap. Bounce the Foozle. I'll replay Foozle. I'll say check with 6.
Okay, say Shadows. Archive. can't believe my Chimer Eclipse is not in this archive. Where even is it?
You played it earlier.
Yeah. Alright.
Command Brobnar.
Play Necklifter and take that war chest.
There you go.
I will trust no one to steal one. I will play a Bad Penny. Vinda, an Umbra, and a J Vinda. I will mug Drummerknot. And that is my turn.
Alright. I am going to say Brobnar. I will have Lollop fight the Umbra. I am going to have Anger Chieftain fight the Snecklifter. Foozle is going to fight an elusive off of a J Venda. Drummer. I'll put a Blood of the Titans on Drummerknot. It will finish off the J Venda and bounce the Ganger Chieftain. I will play the Ganger Chieftain to send the Drummerknot into Bad Penny. Bounce. So that is 2, 2, 3 for the Ganger Chieftain, 3 into J Venda's elusive. Bounce 4, 4 to kill J Venda. Bounce, and then I'll play the Ganger Chieftain. Outerani's. I literally have no pips.
There's some dead Ronnies in my discard pile.
You got pips in yours, but all the Infernuses are in your discard pile too. Just one? Only one Infernus. Rock runs over there. How many dead Ronnies?
1 or 2, I think.
One dead Ronnie. One dead Ronnie.
One dead Ronnie.
Okay. I don't push it any more than that. I'll say check with 6. You'll forge.
Well, at least I forged some keys this game. I just got a bunch of logo stuff.
I can't stop without
Yeah.
it. Ooh. I took 18 consecutive Brobnar turns to win that game.
Yep. Yep. Jeez.
It's the restraint. I figured out I would make a stand for the last key. You could have the other 2 keys because you forge them so slowly.
Exactly.
Ooh. The war chest. I'm sweaty.
Pretty bad. Pretty bad, Light Tusker. Back to your cage.
I do think Infernus decks have lost something since Mass Mutations came out. And I think Light Tasker's still good. I would still play Light Tasker at a Vault Tour, no problem.
There's Claymore.
But so
yeah, I would still play Light Tasker.
I would still play Light Tasker at a Vault Tour if it happened tomorrow.
That kind of deck is probably just tough.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. I think
you use your entire deck every turn, so
right
every game. That's a tough matchup for sure. It comes down to like being able to purge key cards before you go off, and Light Tasker is also not fast enough to get under the combo.
Right.
All right, now for something totally different.
Yeah. Who knows what this matchup looks like?
Who knows if either of these decks can possibly beat Confage?
Jet Feet. I don't know. I don't think Jet Feet can purge nearly as much stuff as
the Vandalize is big.
Jet Feet does kill stuff on the table, right?
It does. It is like I mean Cyberclone.
I don't think Zelda has a chance
Really?
against
Okay.
Comphage.
Okay.
If I'm being honest, I don't think Zelda has a chance because Comphage likes to beat up on decks like this.
Mhm.
This deck does have a too much to protect, and it's got
does.
an oubliette and stuff like that. But I don't think Comphage really cares.
We'll see if it gets there.
Okay, that's going for the next one. Yeah. What a God! That was those 2 games were like the length of some of our other
Streams.
Yeah.
This. Yeah. Like most of the last several streams.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look, we promised Sweaty Keyforge and we delivered.
Yeah.
You can never say we never played Sweaty Keyforge on the stream.
Sweaty.
The belt is within reach. There are 3 decks remaining.
Wednesday night.
Wednesday will be the finals. Big finals matchup.
Mom spaghetti, yeah.
Yeah.
Vomit on the belt already.
There's a lot of vomit. It was definitely slower on the libraries, yeah.
Yeah, I that game I definitely felt a lot less pressure, even though Justin had more keys.
I had an awkward start too. I was like a lot of 2/2/2s.
I had an awkward start too because I was trying to hold specific cards. I drew the generosity at the right time in that game. And the Eddie actually backfired on you because if you'd let me forge for 6 at some point, I would not have had that amber. That amber was just sitting there, and it was a time bomb.
Yeah, fair enough.
That was my goal, was to like try to force a key early because then I could maybe get a key somewhere in the middle off of some other stuff. But yeah, with the without the libraries and the Igors, Justin's archive was so much smaller, and his discard pile was like 20 something cards.
Yeah, it was very thick.
At one point, and I was like, man, he has to get lucky to draw into stuff, and I can just keep pressuring every turn, and eventually I feel like the clunk will catch up.
You think Nathan should have bursted at some point? So like burst it, force me to too much protect so he could too much protect. I think that's a greedy play. He could have maybe done that, but like if he just does what his game plan is, he can't lose, I think.
I see. I got you. Yeah. If Justin was at 5,
because I wasn't making any forward progress. This is the thing,
right? For a long portion of that game,
yeah,
Justin was not doing anything.
For the last key,
you don't think it's that greedy?
I mean, he could have for the very last key. I think if he just sticks with his game plan, he's not losing the game though, or the match.
Yeah,
that's definitely an option, but I think the outcome's the same either way. He just forced me to play the archives slower, which is worse for me, right? 6.
Be an 8. So you're going first. Okay. Oh, I drew an extra card for some reason. Despite you winning the roll, I drew an extra card for some reason.
One night.
Yeah.
Well, mulligan. That's also an example, I think, of if I played Light Tasker against a random person that picked up Conphage, I think I win that matchup.
I think so.
Because the discipline you have to win that matchup with, and like know your game plan with Conphage is.
I think that's the thing with those really top tier decks is that when you've got like so many options to like shut out the noise and like focus on like the actual thing that wins you the game, I think is really hard. So the match was without an asterisk. Yeah.
No asterisks.
Is it? This hand looks like this hand looks like a mulligan to me. I think Zelda capable of more powerful things. Yeah, I don't know about 100. I think you could probably get there in like 20. as long as you do like gauntlet level play, right? Like you play against a wide variety of archetypes. I think another difference is just like the amount of reps that we've had with those decks versus different types of decks. If that makes sense. I mean, I also think you learn a lot about your like one of your favorite decks by going out and playing other random decks, just seeing how various interactions occur in the game, and then coming back to your deck because you'll look at it with like a fresh set of eyes.
All right, I'll play Titan Engineer.
I'm gonna start with a Keyforgery and a J-Venda. Go ahead.
I'll say Shadows. I'll play a Red Penny. I will look over there to kill the J-Venda. I will play a Dark Wave to kill the J-Venda and do 2 damage to the Titan Engineer. And I will play Opportunist on the Titan Engineer. Your turn.
Alright, I will say Shadows. I'm going to play a Hugger Mugger, an Umbra, and an Avenda. And turn, I will all 3.
I'll say Shadows. Play a Dark Wave. Kill that Umbra. Do some damage to the Vendas. And the Mugger. I'll play a Demo Thief. And Rad Penny will Reap.
If I had 1 Shadows card in my hand, I think I would take a Shadows turn here. Alas, I do not. So, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play a Hologramophone. I am going to Thorium Plasmate the Demo Thief. On the other side of Rad Penny. Okay. And I will play an Igor. Gotta put that in my hand. I'll discard Quadricorder, discard Positron Bolts. I will play an Igor. I'll put that in my hand. I'll discard Xeno Training and a Commander Chan. And it is your turn. I will draw 2.
I'll say Dis. I will play Break Key. I will play Infernus. And then Inspector. I will get Xeno Training and Quadricorder. Get answers. Your turn. Check with 6.
I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to Oogly at the Rad Penny.
No! They're her only weakness. Measure Jack Feet's only weakness.
I am going to crash the Hugger Mugger into the Infernus. And then I'm going to Reap with Avenda to kill the Infernus.
Okay. Nope. It's going to be a decent charge.
Yeah. And it's your turn. I'll draw.
Alright, I'll forge. I'll try to forge.
Yeah. So
I will name Starlance. Alright, so I do forge.
Keyforgery is not destroyed.
Not destroyed.
So the next time you go to forge, you got to deal with it.
I will say Logos for the turn. I'll play a Cyberclone and purge the Avenda. And I will play a Munchling. Play even Ivan. I'll discard Effervescent. I'll Reap with Engineer. Your turn.
I'll right, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play a Titan Guardian and a Babbling Bibliophile, and I'm going to hologram phone the Babbling Bibliophile. And it is your turn. I'll draw 2. Oh wait, I got the Igors. They'll just reap. I think it's fine. I'll reap with both. Okay. I will draw 2.
Say Logos. I'll fight Igor and discard Infomorph to gain 1. I'll reap with Clone, reap with Ivan, and I'll reap with the Engineer. Your turn.
Alright. I am going to save Logos. I'm going to reap with the Babbling Bibliophile. Draw 2. I am going to Tau Vapors. Draw 2. Archive 1. I am going to reap with the Igor, and I'm actually going to crash the Titan Guardian into the Titan Engineer.
That's elusive.
Oh crap. Well, then I'm just reaping with Titan Guardian to go to 6. And it is your turn.
Keyforge. I'll say Starlines.
I was trying to hit Eddie there because I wanted to.
Yeah.
I guess I could have fought.
Ooh, the same damn card. Keyforge. Alright. I guess I say Logos here. Steal 1.
Yeah, that's what I should have fought.
Easy steal.
Oh, I could hologram a phone something. I'll hologram a phone my Igor, I guess.
Okay. I'll fight the Guardian, discard Smoko, gain 1. I'll go ahead and fight the Guardian to kill it. And then Engineer will reap.
My turn.
Yes.
I am going to play.
Activate your Starlance card. Yeah.
Science Officer.
Oh god.
I am going to play Yushi. I am going to play Morpheus. I am going to play a Frame. Pile them up. Blaster. Swing away, Frame.
Blasted.
I am going to play Ishii. I am going to play Soto. Here. I am going to zap Logos, this Starlance. 3. I'm gonna zap the Munchling to death, I guess. Actually, I'll zap the Titan Engineer. And then dump 1 damage in. Okay. I'll say check with 10.
He played Frane's Blaster, which moves the Amber off of Frane.
Yeah, Frane's Blaster says, after you attach Frane's Blaster to First Officer Frane, move each Amber from First Officer Frane to your pool. And the Morpheus has made it so that Each time you play a creature with a play effect, triggers play effect an additional time.
Yeah.
So Frayne came into play, got to capture an amber, triggered it again, got to capture 3, and then activate. So, alright. Check with 10, and I will draw 4.
Alright, once I dis, I'll fight Babbling Bibliophile. I will discard a Gateway. Play
I have too many
Dominator
cards in
Bauble.
my hand.
Oh
These
my
are-
god. Play Brabble. I'll play a Skixuno.
For infinity.
For infinity.
Alright, so purge a card at random from the hand.
And destroy 1.
Yeah, I don't have any other effects.
Purging? Hawk.
Oh, come on, dude. I need that for the redacted, man.
You want me to destroy this? Okay.
So
I
Igor.
destroy 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
11 counters. Didn't want to change for the draw one on the. No, I did not. Your turn.
Alright, I will forge. I am.
Why discard the Gateway there? I don't want to hold it. I don't think. I thought about holding it, but maybe it's correct to hold it. I don't know.
I'll say Shadows. I'll play Ronnie and Avenda, and it's your turn. I will 3.
Alright, I will say this. I will gain reaction the Ronnie. Oh, you forgot about Skixuno? Okay. I guess that was before I played Skixuno. I'll reap with Skixuno. I will implosion. No, and Vinda. And your turn.
I am going to say Logos. I'm going to Thorium Plasmate. I am going to play Hapsis and Eddie. I'll archive a card. Hologramophone and Eddie.
Okay.
And I will draw 1 and shuffle. So you got it.
Say Shadows. Play Spike Trap. Target that Eddie off the flank. I'll play.
Just worry about my Eddie.
I'll play Reckless Rizzo. I gotta wait for you to shuffle to do all this other stuff.
You're wondering how the bot was getting sassy. And we turned it into command.
Oh. I'll play Subtle Auto. Look at this guy. I'll play Vandalize. Draw a card. I forgot about that card. I will discard. Man, these are all really good. Yeah, that's fine.
This one?
Yeah. I hate it. And that's my turn.
Okay, I am going to say Logos. I will play a Babbling Bibliophile, well, Hologramophone, the Babbling Bibliophile. Fight Reckless Rizzo, fight Reckless Rizzo. No sense of getting fight there for free steal too. No, draw a card off the Apsis. And it is your turn. Another one.
Play Dis. Play a Bobble. Mark of Dis, the bibliophile. Can't kill a stupid egg. It's very unfortunate. I'll fight the bibliophile. I will, with the Dominator Bubble, I'll use the Spike Trap. Play Brabble. Your turn.
Alright, I am just gonna say Logos. I'll reap twice, and then I will ward the Eddy. And it's your turn. I'll say check with 6.
I'll say Logos. I'll play Redacted. I'll play QMEX. Raw.
So I think each pick that you get per round of the tournament is worth some number of points.
I think number of picks,
so
correct picks, is the tiebreaker.
I think you could have someone who predicts everything correctly except for the winner of the tournament, and they would have more total points than someone who only predicted the winner of the tournament.
As I think last time someone predicted the winner correctly and was like 6th place,
yeah.
right?
Like 4th or something. It was like because I think the winner was like a long shot one or something. So each round your correct picks are worth more. So if you guessed like 3 out of the top 4, that's worth a lot of points. And the final is worth a bunch of points. So it looks like when you select the final of the tournament, then you know.
Different.
All right, so keys are currently 7. I am going to say Star Alliance. I'll play Morpheus. I'll play a Morpheus, and I'll put a Light of the Archons on Eddy. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Start of the turn. This is dead. I'll say Dis. I will Mark of Dis, the Eddy.
You drew into it. Is that deck? That deck only has 1, right?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
So. Yep. I will play a Brabble.
I think that's key. I think there were like a
Key.
couple of points in this game where I got slightly unlucky. I think losing the Hawk was bad because I need the Hawk for the Redacted.
Reap. I'll reap. I'll play Gateway. Draw. Make you lose 2.
You get 2 Bravels.
Yeah. And
okay. I will say Shadows. I'll put my Archives on.
I mark a Dist.
It's into the Logos. Yeah, that's right.
I do have a key forgery though.
Fine. I'll still information exchange. It's only 1 because you didn't steal any during the and then I'll positron. Actually, I should hold the positron. I should information exchange and nothing else to make you wonder what is actually in my hand.
Okay.
That way you have to guess it correctly. Okay, and it's your turn. I'll draw. So check with 7. Stupid market disc. I really hate those types of cards.
I think I say Shadows here. Okay, so key forgeries are gone. We're gonna team to me. Alright, I will say Logos. And put thing on that, play a Munchling. Your turn.
Alright, so I'll forge. I will put this into my hand. Say Shadows.
Too much to pay.
I will oubliette the Munchling.
Okay.
I will team to.
There you go.
Thank you. I will play a Ronnie.
Okay.
And I will Yancey. And it is your turn. I'll say check with 7 and draw 2.
Play shadows. I'll play a bow. Still 2. I'll play a spike trap. I'll play a rad penny and draw. I will dark wave. I'll play subtle auto. Give it an opportunist. That's it.
That's all I got.
Okay.
I could frame, but that's it. Yeah. Slightly frustrating game because you got that free. You basically got that free second key while I was trying to set up stuff. I should have fought is what I should have done, to draw 2 to try to hit the Eddy, because I think if I hit the Eddy there, then I think the game is completely different.
Was it 2 cards down?
I don't know,
okay.
But I should have done it anyway.
Yeah.
Because you stole one. Yeah, I wasn't forging. I was like, well, maybe I could forge, but then you stopped me from forging anyway. And my hand, another problem was my hand was junked up with all Star Alliance. I had 1 Shadows card, so you had like a 1 in 8. So you had like a 12% chance to not to key forgery there. I had the TMTP archive since very early on.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have just drawn more cards. Mark of this.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe
because
Confage. I mean,
if it's in that situation, it was in the last 2 games, right? It's taking the same turn over and over
exactly.
again. Exactly.
I said Mars like 8 turns in a row. I said Brobnar 8 turns in a row.
Early game maybe could cause some disruption.
The Mark of Dis cannot force me into a Shadows turn at all because all of the Shadows creatures are too fragile.
Yeah.
So
it has to be like Mark of Dis into destroys everything. But also he's been like holding like Brobnar stuff that's key.
Yeah. Correct.
To play around that. So it'll be interesting to see if it gets to that point, though. Yeah, there are 2 board clears.
I think Zelda's actually probably favored in this matchup based off that first game. I played 2 Igors, reaped with Babbling Bibliophile, played Tau Vapors, and I had a chance to draw 2 more cards and didn't find the Eddy.
Yeah.
Right? And I think if I get the Eddy out earlier, sure, he could wipe the board and all that, yada, yada, yada. It doesn't matter. The point is, on that second key, if I make the stand on the second key, then
people shake.
The game is completely different, right? He was up 2 keys to 0.
Yeah, the hand discard is probably more of a concern,
the hand
right?
Is
at any point it could randomly hit something key.
The subtle auto and the Imp Spectre
Vandalize,
way more damaging.
Yeah,
Vandalize could be annoying. You could just hit the
Cyberclone even is pretty good.
Cyberclone I think is fine.
Yeah,
Cyberclone just to get rid of
I think
creatures.
Mr. Jack has a better chance than Zelda.
I think so. I think Confage beats decks like that all day.
Yeah.
This hand is like, if I had this hand at like turn 5 in the game,
is Jack better than Light Tasker? No,
not at all.
The thing about Keyforge is it's 1000% matchup.
Yeah.
But I would not bring Jack Feet to an Archon tournament.
I'm mulligan that hand.
I'll tell you that right now.
I wouldn't be mad. I think Jack Feet would be an interesting triad deck.
Yeah.
I think it's a good triad deck because of how if you queue it into...
It has been winning here. You're right.
If you queue it into something that doesn't have artifact disruption, then you can redacted for a free win, I think.
Yeah, that's the games that can just free redacted. How does redacted interact with key forgery? Does redacted get destroyed and then you trigger key forgery?
Yeah.
So then the redacted is gone?
Maybe.
Because that's an interesting thing that could possibly happen in this matchup.
It's down to 5. You won the roll.
Did we roll? I don't think so.
Why did I mulligan?
I didn't look at a hand yet.
I looked at my hand and threw it away.
No. I don't think I looked at a hand.
Okay, I was going second anyway.
I don't remember looking at a hand. No, I definitely did not. Okay. I will keep.
Go ahead.
Alright, we're YOLOing. YOLOs of Morpheus. You only Morpheus once.
I will say Shadows. I'll discard Opportunist. I'll play Spike Trap, and then I will do 2 damage to Morcus.
Oh.
I just took trade on draw.
Okay, I'll say Logos. Play Vapors. I'll draw. Nope. Couldn't quite live the dream. I will play a Bibliophile, play Hologramophone, play Information Exchange, steal 1, and play Eddie. Let me archive 2 cards. Your turn.
Okay.
I need to archive for the Vapors as well.
Yeah. Okay, I am going to say Dis. I'm going to mark of Dis Eddie.
This guy.
I'll play 2 Dominator Bubbles, and then I'm going to kick Xena. And it's your turn. I'll draw 4.
Play Guardian and Hapsis and award the Hapsis.
I am going to say
Mark of Dis, Resident Sleeper.
Logos. I'll play Munchling, Titan Engineer, and Infomorph. And it is your turn. I will
Say Shadows. Play a Gang. Play Ronnie. Steal 1. Play Key Forgery. Gain 1. Play a Hawk. Destroy something. Dominator Bubble is really good in the deck. I'll destroy Dominator Bubble. Spike Trap is a thing that's just going to happen at some point. Your turn. Deck names are backwards. There you go. I think I wanted to get... Oh, I do want to get Archives there. I'll get Archives there.
Okay.
I can Oubliette the Munchling and play Abinda.
Okay, I am going to say Dis. I am going to play a Brabble. I am going to Pain Reaction Ronnie. I am going to play Infernus.
Hawk. My Eddie. The PTSD.
I'm gonna Spike Trap. So you lose another one from Bravo. Skixino is gonna Reap. And then I am gonna Dominator the Titan Engineer into the Titan Guardian. Attack with the Titans. And your turn. I'll draw 3.
Alright. A Lance. Play.
It's not a good night to be a rogue AI.
Play Yishi. Play Nurse Soto. Cure the Yancy Gang of what ails it. I will play Brain, capture 1. I will Frayne Light of the Archons. I will Xeno Training to capture 1 on the Frayne. Play Zap. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 damage. I'll do 1 2, 3, 4. And your turn. The check was 7. I need to get 1 treat earlier.
I am.
He's looking very cozy right now.
I'm gonna say Logos. I'm gonna play Infomorph. I am gonna cyber clone the frame.
Oh, my friend.
I'll draw.
Very sad on that.
And then this Infomorph. Ooh. And it is your turn, and I'll draw one.
Forge.
Yep.
Okay. I will say Logos. I'll Thorium Plasmate that Infomorph.
Right where he is.
Right where he is. I will play Igor. Ash. Discard Huggermugger and Umbra. I will. I'll ward the Hapsis. And I'll fight the Cyber Clone. And draw. Rewarding him again. I capture 1. And I'm done.
Alright, I am going to say Shadows. Going to Dark Wave. He's a mutant, so he doesn't actually.
Oh, he's a mutant.
I'm gonna Vandalize. Draw one from the bonus icon.
Hey, he's gonna treat at this turn.
I am going to Rad Penny and draw. I do Bow and Steel. And I am going to Subtle Auto. Your turn. I will say check with 6 and draw 3.
Hey, treat. Okay. Hey, you want a treat? Want a treat? Treat? Lay there? Oh.
He's trying. Barely.
He's very sleepy. Very sleepy.
Good.
Okay. I will say Shadows. I'll too much protect. Unfortunately, I'll play a Javinda. I'll steal one with the NC Gang. I'll discard Chimera Eclipse because it's actively terrible. And I'm done.
Alright. I am going to say this. I will break key. Successfully breaking the key. I wish I had a way to tax there, but
yeah.
I don't.
That's one thing that the deck's missing, I think.
Skix Uno is going to reap. TMTP is on a way. Dominator Bobble is gonna let Subtle Auto reap. I am going to Implosion the Rad Penny and the Hapsis. And we're going to Gateway. I will get 3 chains, but I will draw one. and I will say check with 10. I'll draw one and drop a chain.
Keyforge. Again. I will say Starlights. I'll play Ishii, I'll play Commander Chan, I'll play Blaster. And done.
I will forge.
Yeah, key forgery. That's a key forgery. I gotta draw. Alright. Do you want to shuffle in Rad Penny before Gateway there? I guess there's a better chance of drawing a discard instead of Rad Penny.
I was trying to draw the Rad Penny. One of the Rad Penny in my hand.
I mean, like, I guess he's saying off the draw card from the Gateway.
Yeah, I wanted to draw a Rad Penny.
There you go. There you go. Draw 2, and then key forgery. What you want to see?
Say shadows.
So you do forge, yeah.
Yeah, he was asking if I wanted to draw it, or like, because I mean, I think I've played a lot of my discards. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I wanted to draw the Rad Penny. I just want to keep playing and drawing the Rad Penny.
If you play Rad Penny, you probably win the game.
So, all right, I will say shadows. I will play Rad Penny and draw. I will play Reckless Rizzo. He's gonna get blasted.
Oh, he's blasted, alright.
I'll drop a chain and draw one. Go ahead.
I'll say Logos. I will play Pause Run Bolt. I will play Igor. I'll play Thorium Plasmate. I will ward. And your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play QMax and draw. I will play Smoko and even Ivan. I am going to Diametric Charge Chan. I'm going to discard this Effervescent because I don't think it's going to matter. I'll say check with 6. I'll drop a chain and draw 4.
I'll say Starlance. Play Quadricore. Load him up. I'll fight Even Ivan. I'll reap Chan. I will do 2 damage to the Smoko.
Channel capture one from Yushi.
Oh yeah. I'll do a zap Emax. Your turn.
Alright, I will pick up my archives and say shadows. I'm gonna play a Rad Penny. I'm gonna play a Rad Penny. I will play a Demo Thief. And it's your turn. I'll say check with 7. Because you are only making me pay 7 right now. Project order.
Alright, I'll say shadows. Oubliette, get that Rad Penny out of my sight. Play Javinda, play Umbra. Discard this count. Your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Shadows. Demo Thief is going to fight a Venda.
I gotta.
Oh, crap. Demo Thief's gonna fight Ishii.
Yep.
And steal one. I will Dark Wave.
He doesn't forge because of the quadricorder, so Yushi dies.
Yeah, my key cost 8 since he plays a second house.
Shan takes 2. And these die. And
Let's grab Penny, you TMTP me, you TMTP me. And it's your turn. I'll say check with 10, shuffle and draw 1. Just took a Shadow's turn. Maybe you don't.
I'll say Logos. I will information exchange. 2. Play Bibliophile. I'll play Tau Vapors. I'll play Titan Guardian. Ward. The Bib. And your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play QMax and draw. Play Redacted. I will play Novu Dynamo. And it is turn draw 2.
Your keys are still 9, but you can do no. Okay. I'll say Star Alliance. Play the Archons. Gonna Xeno training. Friendly, so I capture 3. Gonna spread them out. Chan. He is currently 7 power, 3 armor.
Mm-hmm.
He'll reap. I will shoot the Rad Penny. Brains Blaster. And I'll use Bibliophile to reap. 2. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, Nova explodes at the beginning of the turn. I am going to say this. I'm going to play Dominator Bubble. Play Brabble, going to play Inspector, going to play Infernus. We're going to get Xeno and Positron, suppose. And Dominator Bubble, I will just reap with the QMax. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Forge. Say Logos. Play Igor. Play Hapsis. I'll Thorium Plasmate then Brabble. Actually, that's bad because I'll lose 2. I was trying to make it just so I lose 1. I'll play Thorium Plasmate just on Infernus where he is. I will reap with Bibliophile. Draw 2. He has in grave danger. No, maybe not.
I don't think he is.
No, he's not.
He's not.
He's waiting for a board wipe.
Yeah. He can get Implosion, he can get Skixed, he can get Gatewayed.
Yeah.
And that is the extent of the things that present a danger to him.
Draw 2. Play Information Exchange. Steal 1.
Yeah, I didn't steal. During my disc turn.
Titan Guardian will reap. Phone. Word. Your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to play Spike Trap. I'm going to play Reckless Rizzo. Actually, before I play Reckless Rizzo, this Darkwave is actively bad for me. It kills all of the creatures I have on the table. So I'll discard Darkwave. And it's your turn. I will draw 3.
Alright.
This is the exact situation I pictured in my mind, where Zelda just sits with stuff on the table because of hologramophone and the key taxing.
Say Starlance. Or
Which is why I think it's kind of favored in this matchup. The thing is, Jack Feet steals a lot, yes, but Zelda can also steal. I have not been able... I could have wiped the board last turn, but I lose immediately to Team TP, which I know he has because he's gone through the deck. This is the 3rd time through the deck, right? He's got all this captured amber. That's like the thing about Jack Feet. About Zelda is that it like wants to capture a bunch of amber
and just sit on it.
Because then the it's like pseudo protection.
Dead finger guns, Reckless Rizzo. I will use the Commander Chan to reap with Bibliophile. Draw 2. I will play a Morpheus. I'll play a Zap. I'll kill that and actually I will leave Keymax. I think
Justin Furnace.
Effervescent is on your outs list. I'll use hologram. Oh no, it's not a. Your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Logos. I'll get a key with Redacted. I am going to play a Titan Engineer and an Infomorph. I will Effervescent. Drop a chain, or get a chain. QMax. Literally doesn't matter what I do this QMax, so I'll just reap with it. And it is your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 2.
Oh yeah, Bibliophile should capture. Yes.
Okay. So I actually would have lost 1 less amber. So it would have been at 5 then instead of 6.
You'd be at 3 either way, right?
Yes. But I would have lost 1 less.
You would have lost 1 less amber, that's correct.
Let the record show.
I'll say Starlance. I'll reap with Morpheus. I'll capture 1. I'll reap with Ishii. I will reap with Enderchan. I will shoot the Titan Engineer. Actually, I'll shoot Qmax. And I'll use the Commander Chan to reap with Bibliophile.
I could not get back to the mark of this fast enough because I needed to mark of this like Star Alliance, and then wipe the board.
Your turn.
Okay, going to say this. I am
Really found these capture again.
I am going to break key.
Miasma.
The Dominator Bobble, Titan Engineer into the Ishii. So that way I can Dominator Bobble Infomorph into... I don't want the Bibliophile to die there. Play the Infomorph into Commander Chan. Get rid.
We are still playing. There's probably going to be a game 3, maybe.
Yeah.
The longest stream we've had in a long time.
Quite a while. But these games have been insane.
Mm-hmm.
Literally Reaping does nothing. So I'll just Skixuna.
Okay.
So I'll purge a card, and you'll lose one to the Brabble.
I'll draw 2 first, or before, you want to purge before I draw? Titan Guardian.
Yeah, I'll purge then. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 creatures.
You can count Brabble or the Bibliophile, right?
I did not.
Okay. Yancy in the gang.
Say check with 6.
I will forge once again. I will
The Bibliophile does lose.
I'll say Shadows. Play Ronnie. I'll Kymor. I'll TMTP. I guess I should have played Ronnie second. It's probably fine. I'll play all this stuff. I'll let you word for 6.
Maybe.
Maybe. That probably is the wrong play, but that's what it is. I don't know that you have an out for that many. You already played Effervescent, right?
Mm-hmm. I can steal. I have 3 I can steal right now.
Alright, what's it going to be?
I am going to say Logos.
Logos.
Easy.
Yep. Okay.
Easy. And yeah, I can say Shadows for the turn. I can play Damo Thief, Spike Trap, and then Bow for 3. That's it. So, whew. God, I felt like there was a lot of stuff on the draw through. I just was like, had a clunky. I felt like I had a clunky start to that game, and then a clunky end of that game.
Yeah.
And yeah. So frustrating, but I mean the thing is, I think that's the thing about Zelda is you can just sit with a board full of stuff.
Yeah, they'll deal with your board.
Capture a bunch of amber, and then Team TP is just lurking there the whole time.
There's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, I didn't get to purge it the first time through.
I guess the only way to stop that is to not let it get to that point.
Yeah, but this deck is how many creatures? It's a lot of creatures.
Yeah.
Like Star Alliance is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The Shadows is a lot of creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Logos is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like anytime you get any given turn, it just puts 3 more creatures down on the table, and it's like I'm going to use these creatures, and Jackfeet doesn't really want. It's the same situation with Infernus decks. You don't want creatures on the table actually reaping. And so when you have creatures on the table have bonus effects, like capturing Amber, that's putting a deck like Jackfeet so much further behind.
Unfortunately, Jackfeet does not have the TMTP.
Right.
Yeah, it's very sorely needed.
Yeah. I mean, that was like part of my. I was playing as if I had one because I was like, I can break key here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so the first hand I drew with that deck that I mulliganed 40 minutes ago was look over there, Rad Penny, bow. And I was just like, I throw this hand away. This hand's gone. Goodbye. This hand doesn't do anything. Turns 1 through 4.
Actively bad. Alright, this is actually the last game of the night. I can't tell you how long it's going to be.
Yeah.
Both these decks want it. They want to prove.
Yeah.
They
They're
deserve.
playing hard. Playing their hearts out.
Yeah, they're a lot of heart.
Those games, I mean, both those games were a lot closer than it looked, I think.
This is a night of Keyforge.
Yeah.
No one can tell us we didn't play Keyforge on this night. It has not gotten a good Vandalize yet, I don't think.
I vandalized.
I mean, when I saw the Vandalize, it was like that one Vandalize I was having trouble deciding. It was Oubliette, Morpheus, and Alto Vapors. You had Eddie on the table, and I don't want to give you Oubliette, right? Because it's like that's Red Penny's getting removed from the game forever.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I think both those games showed that it's like when it's down a Rad Penny, it is not even close to the same deck.
Yeah. Especially the draw one. Oh, we already rolled, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm going first. This hand's fine. I'll say Shadows. I'll play.
Say Logos. I'll play Redacted. I'll play QMax and draw. I'll play an Engineer. I'll play a Nobu Dynamo. Sure.
I am going to say Starlance. So I'm going to play Ishii and Commander Chan. And I guess I'll go ahead and Xeno Training. What I'm going to do with it. And it's your turn. I will draw 3.
I'll say this. I'll play
Nobu Dynamo.
Oh, yes. Sure. I'll say this. I will play Dominator Bobble. I will Mark of this. I guess Avinda. So if I get the stupid Starline stuff, you just use all 3 of your creatures, and they all have really good effects. So this is probably not a very good Mark of this, but the worst case, right? It's just putting you in the house you're going to call him. I'll play Brabble. I'll play Infernus. I'll purge Xeno Training. And your turn.
Okay, have to say Shadows. I am going to Oubliette the Brabble. I will play a Ronnie and steal one. And then Avinda is going to reap and shoot the QMax. And I'll discard a card random from your hand. I think that's a net neutral there. I think I'm fine with that. It gives you something to Nobu Dynamo that you may not have been able to. I'm very happy with that there. It's your turn. I'll draw 2.
Okay. I'll say I will discard a card. No Dynamo. Say Logos, pick up the archive. I will fight the Yishi. Fight Commander Chan before that starts being a problem. I get it counter redacted.
Got 2 damage.
2 on the Dynamo. Play QMax. Draw. Play Infomorph. And your turn.
Okay. I am going to say Starlance. I'm going to play Morpheus, Yishi, and Morpheus.
Gasp.
And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Okay, this is dead. I say this. Reap with Infernus. Gonna use Dominator Bobble to reap with Infomorph. Gonna play an Implosion. Doesn't matter. I'll play Gateway. Draw a card. And done.
Okay, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play Eddie and archive a card. I am going to Thorium Plasmate. Play Babbling Bibliophile, and then I'll Information Exchange. And it is your turn on draw 5.
Might be you with the deck names. Been a long night. I'll say Shadows. Play a red penny and draw. Steal. I will play Darkwave. Darkwave gets work done in the matchup. In this deck generally, actually, it's very good. Especially cross set. I'll play Damo Thief. I'll play a bow. I will Opportunist the bow. And back with 7. You have 1 card.
I think if you end up forging for 7, it's the end of the world. I am going to say Logos, playing Igor. Discard Light, Yancey Gang. I am gonna Thorium Plasmate Bow to death. And Eddie will reap. Your turn. We'll draw.
Alright, so I'll forge for 7.
This deck was like a lot of Logos cards, and I just whiffed all of them with Igor there. Right, because there's 2 Igors and a Tau Tau. I was hoping to hit a chain.
I will say...
I'll consider the Forge for 7 a win there, I guess.
I'll say Shadows. I will look over there to kill Igor. I'm going to fight Eddie. And I'll reap with the Thief.
Better?
Yeah.
I'll say Shadows. I'll play Keyforgery. I'll play J Venda and A Venda. And your turn. I will draw 3.
Okay, I will say Logos. I'll pick the archive. Play Principal. I'll play a Keymex. Draw. I get a count. I'll play Smoko. Your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Shadows. We're hawking the Redacted.
Yeah, I figured. It was a pipe dream.
I was trying to... I was like actually worried I wasn't going to find it in time.
Yeah. Vandalize to get Hawk there would have been pretty sweet at some point during there.
Do I want to steal or do I want to discard a card from your hand? You're at 5. But if I put the QMX in there, it's basically... Oh, you just took a Logos turn. I'm gonna reap with A Venda and... yeah, I'll discard the card. I'll shoot the QMX.
Okay.
That's good to discard. J Venda will reap. Then I am going to Kymor. There was like some consideration to just killing my own Shadows creatures there, like reap with A Venda, then reap with J Venda, and he shoots himself. So, there's like just enough disruption in Zelda against Jack Feet.
I think that Redacted explodes and then Keyforgery triggers. So if you miss in the Keyforgery, you're just effed.
Okay. And I'll say check with 7, then I'll draw 2. Go ahead.
Alright, I'll say Dis. Play Dominator Bobble, play Break Key. I will play Brabble. I'll play Skixuno. Blow 1 up.
Yeah.
This is a very sad Skixuno. I didn't want to be forced to take that turn, but I was.
Since you only have like a 4-card hand or
Yeah,
whatever.
it was a 4-card Dis hand, I mean.
Yeah. Alright, so I will forge. I am going to say Star Alliance. I'm going to play Frayne and archive. Oh, sorry, capture. I'll put Frayne's Blaster on her. Take that. I'll give her a Quadricorder. I will zap down Skixuno, the world's saddest Skixuno. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
I'll say Logos. I'll pick the archive, play Q-Mix, draw. Play Even Ivan, play Smoko, play Munchling, play Cyberclone, Purge of Frayne, draw a card. Your turn.
It's 2 mini creatures. Okay, I am going to say Logos. I am going to Tau Vapors. Draw to archive. I am going to play a Hapsis and I'll Positron Bolt the Munchling. And it's your turn. I'll draw 2.
Say Dis. Chain Reaction Hapsis. I'll Dominator Bubble to steal 1. Or, yeah, with Even Ivan. I will Dominator Bubble to fight Hapsis. I'll play up Spectre. And your turn.
What is the last card in my deck? I think I've...
Up until 4 a.m. every day since Christmas. Going to turn my day back a bit, and then someone this week just going to remind me of Confo. Well, I'm glad you joined us, Shogun. Hopefully you enjoyed the match. I know I didn't. It was a big deal matchup. It was good stuff.
It's good to know.
Yeah, definitely good to know.
It's good to know.
You can theorize about it all day.
But now we know.
Yeah.
What is this last card? Is it? Okay, I'll say Logos. I'll play Igor. I'll play Hologramophone. And it is your turn. I will shuffle and draw 2.
Alright, I'll pick up the archive and say Shadows. Play a Dark Wave. Purge a card.
Just like had to get the Hologramophone out there so that all the removal in your deck gets that much worse.
Yeah.
Okay, so I draw 2 and then one of these gets got.
Here we go.
Yeah, I think I messed up some number of turns ago. See how bad I messed up.
No.
Not that bad.
I will play a Subtle Auto. See if I could get something here. Well, that was terrible. Okay, I'll play a Spike Trap. I will play a Damo Thief. I'll play a Red Penny and steal 1. I'll play a Reckless Rizzo. Your turn.
Okay, I will
Check with 6.
put my archives into my hand and say shadows for the turn. I am going to hawk the spike trap. I do think Dominator Baubles are good, but you got 2, so I can't do anything about it. I am going to High more Eclipse.
I definitely messed up my placements there.
Rather not shuffle in the Titan Guardian, but I'd rather shuffle in 1 creature as opposed to several here. And then I am going to play Avenda, Javenda, Umbra. And then I will draw.
So I will attempt to forge.
Rename.
I'll say Starlance. Cha, got it. Okay,
I was hoping you'd miss there.
I will say Logos and pick the archive. Play Qmax, draw. Play Infomorph, Dynamo, Munchling, Infomorph, Diametric Charge. Go with the stuff. I don't think I want you to have the option of either one of those, so I'll hit Avenda. And then Even Ivan is gonna fight Umbra. And your turn.
Yeah, I feel like if I have a Keyforge right there, and I'm in a lot better shape.
Yeah.
I am going to say Star Alliance. I'll play Ishii. I'll play Morpheus. I will zap. So Star Alliance, Shadows, Logo. So only 3 damage. I'll shoot Even Ivan. I will shoot. This other damage literally doesn't matter. I'll shoot Munchling twice. Alright, your turn. I will draw 3. So check with 6.
Alright, start of the turn.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between stopping the 2nd key and stopping the 3rd key, right? Code Red. Because when you stop the 2nd key, you still have the option to let them forge later, if that makes sense. When they're threatening the 3rd key, you have to always stop that key.
Yeah.
Right? So I would much rather have stopped the 2nd key there. Now I don't actually think I had I'm
gonna say dis. I will discard Cyberclone to the Novu.
Okay.
It was a difficult choice. I will use Dominator Bobble to fight the Yishi. I will Bobble to fight the Morpheus. Chain reaction Avenda for 2 damage. I'll play Furnace. I'll play Brabble, then Furnace.
This feels like an ordering game.
Yeah.
All 3 of these games feel like I've been like a couple cards away from being in it. Like this game, Jack Feet has completely controlled the board. in the other games it was not that way, right? Okay, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play Telltale Vapors and draw 2. I cannot use Logos cards to draw Logos cards this game. I'll play a Titan Guardian. I am going to Positron Bolt. I'll Positron Bolt here because it at least kills 3 creatures. And then I'm going to Hologramophone the Avenda. And it's your turn. I will draw 1. This is going to be a Logos card. Yeah, see, it's a Logos card. Good lord. I cannot get these cards to line up in a way that will let me take like an explosive turn or to get me back into this game. How many times have I threatened this second key? A lot, right? Go ahead.
Alright, I'll say Dis.
Yeah, archive for, yeah, you're actually absolutely correct. I should have archived from paper.
Really
so
bad.
Actually draw
Really bad at Telltale Vapors.
Yeah.
I'm
just looking for Logos. Like, I want to draw 2 Logos cards. I almost don't even care about the archive.
I'll say Dis for the turn. I will mark of Dis the Guardian.
Yep.
I'm gonna bobble an Infomorph into the Guardian.
Okay.
I will.
I think whichever deck has 5 creatures on the board has won the game. I think after playing these 3 games, if you've got 5 creatures on the board, you've won the game. It's that simple. Because look at this. Like look at how many more options Justin has compared to me.
I'm gonna fight the ward off, and then I'm gonna fight it with Rabble.
Okay.
I'll lead with Infernus.
Because both decks have lots of creatures that just do disgusting things. I can't do anything because I've got a Hapsis. Oh my god. Oof. I could not believe the draw that game. I couldn't hit like an Eddie chain. I couldn't get Eddie into Telltale.
Gotta say though, for an unproven deck, Zelda did really well.
I think Zelda did really well. Yeah, and I think that matchup.
Oh, there's forgery.
Well, my hand, whatever. I lost. I can't. So he doesn't forge that turn.
That was my hand.
I don't stop the next turn. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at I'm not gonna play that. I'm not gonna play that turn. I'm not gonna play that turn.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
My hand was about 50-50 at that point. Yeah, Zelda made like a pretty deep run, all things considered.
It was really good. That deck is fun. It's super fun.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Thank you, Wizard Random, for them bits.
It is really cool.
Yeah, it was cool to cheer it on. So we got our
there you go. Finals. Wednesday.
I do think Mr. Dickfeet, through card discarding, purging,
I
can win.
I don't. So here's the thing. If Phage Generosities, I don't think Jack Feet can.
I think if Phage Generosities, very few decks can win.
I think there's literally nothing Jack Feet can do
at that point. Yeah, I agree.
And I think the Drummer Knot combo probably wins the game.
Yeah, because it can't really. I guess I can stick Novu Dynamo. It's good against it.
Yeah, I mean the Brobnar is just so efficient at killing creatures though.
Coward's End, yeah.
Because you've got Lollop who kills it. You've got so many ways to just reset the board. You can throw a bunch of rocks at it and stuff like that.
But one of these 2 decks is gonna have that belt
Wednesday, and then so the finals is Wednesday. I do think it is going to be an interesting matchup.
Yeah,
for sure, because I think Jack Feet can randomly get lucky. Now you could also make an argument that Phage can Merkins at the right time.
We saw back and forth. I guess we'll just give Nathan Phage. I'm definitely not as skilled with Phage. He'd never forgive me if I threw a game versus Mr. Jack Feet.
Well, Jack Feet doesn't Jack Feet archives QMax, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you want to Merkins the QMax ever, and I don't think it literally archives anything else, right? I think it's only.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Diametric effervescent.
It's got Novu Dynamo, or it's got the Smoko. So it can randomly archive something.
Randomly archive something there,
which is essentially the same thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff you can just hit off Merkins, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could also hit Effervescent, though.
Hit Effervescent.
You could hit Skixuno.
Not great. Vandalize those is awesome.
Yeah.
Skixuno is something, yeah. So that's Wednesday, and then we'll open all the sealed decks.
Yeah. So bonus content
open
after the
32
finals.
decks. We're not gonna actually look at them. We're gonna write the names down. We're gonna put them in a bracket.
Yeah.
We can look at the color a little bit. We can look at the houses.
We're gonna grayscale.
Yeah.
We're gonna grayscale the decks. We're gonna look at the house combinations of decks. And then we can look to see if it has a Maverick or a Legacy in it, right?
Yeah, we could probably do
because we can look at like the corner.
We can do little plants
because it's got the icons down in the corner.
Yeah,
something that's got the where's the. Okay, it doesn't say on Coda decks don't have it though, unless they added it in the second printings. Dead Claw maybe.
I feel like they did. Yeah.
What else do we have that had Mavericks or anything? Did Lyria Maverick? No. What was the deck that had the Maverick bow?
And Venus is enhanced cards, and you see enhanced there.
Yeah,
and that's where.
Well, you can see. Well, I mean, we would assume that most of the mass mutation stuff would be enhanced anyway.
I don't know what printing the Coda stuff is. The deck boxes for that are real beat up. The ones I got.
Yeah.
So
for Coda.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
funny enough, I don't know why.
May have already been opened. Who knows?
Maybe I tried to check, and it didn't seem like it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Okay.
It's tough to say. The rest are in sealed boxes.
I'm convinced that the Keyforge community at large wouldn't have known what they were looking at when they were looking at Coda decks in the first place.
Yeah.
So I think
if they're resealed, whatever, we'll have 8 garbage Coda decks, I guess. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. But the rest are all sealed boxes.
But yes, we will have that bonus content afterwards, after the belt is delivered. So, that is what you've got to look forward to. This was a sweaty night of Keyforge.
I'm extremely sweaty.
A lot of games. Lot of a game played each time we played a game. So a lot of back and forth. I think so. Whenever I read a Twitter comment like Keyforge is not considered competitive by card players because there's no deck building, I want to show him games like these. Let that dude know he's got no clue what he's talking about.
It's like those kind of games are more cerebral than most other card games I've ever played.
Yeah.
I mean,
hey, I'm playing the red deck. Is your life total 3? Then I lightning bolt you. You know, like it's right. I mean, it's not
a stupid AI could play Magic, is what we're saying.
Yeah,
and it does.
You had
they were writing Magic AI games in 1999.
You know what deck had? You know what card game had deck building? It was played by bots. Hearthstone. And bots were a problem in that game because they would just play Face Hunter or Face Shaman, and they would just point everything at your face. And if you couldn't beat them, I mean, so you had Zoo Warlock. That was a brain dead deck.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't want to hear anything. I want to see the one deck in Magic that was probably the most cerebral was Cobblade. Because that deck solved the format, and when 2 Cobblade players sat down to play the game, the person who had the better person won that game. It was that deterministic. So I got censored there.
They're watching us. They're stopping us from talking about Magic.
Did deck win? So blurry.
Deck did win.
Is it because of moving?
Yes. That's how cameras work. Give brain dead Keyforge decks like to play lots of disruption. Alright, well, thanks for watching.
A little fuzzy. Well, that's because I'm very fuzzy.
Appreciate y'all. Join us on Wednesday for the grand finale. And then we'll close the brackets out. And then we'll open a bunch of decks.
And then we'll go find something else to do.
Yep, we're going to play a seal tournament.
Yeah.
Which should be fun.
Something completely different.
And maybe I don't know how we'll feel about it. Well,
I'm sure there's going to be some games that are just...
There are going to be some miserable games probably, right?
Completely unfun.
But it'll be interesting to see how just random environment of sealed sets will do. I'm curious. And obviously, the winner of that might get a title shot. Yeah. But also, we'll implement the fight nights going forward as well.
Yes. Yeah. We'll have those set up pretty soon.
So we will have it to where y'all can set matchups for fight nights. Whoever wins this tournament will have the belt. And you can set matchups. You can say, this deck's getting a title shot.
Yep.
And it will.
There you go.
It'll just cost channel points. I'm thinking like once a fight night card is filled out through channel points, we'll schedule one.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Right?
Yeah. So it may have... I mean, all of our stuff's on YouTube and the VODs and stuff like that anyway, so it's one of those things where you can't be here for the game that you wanted to see, you'll have a way to see the matchup. So
we'll see how that works out. That's my thought, at least.
Are the
now.
decks from this tournament allowed challenge?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Any deck.
Any deck that we have.
Literally any deck. And I've published my Decks of Keyforge page so you can see all our decks.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a spreadsheet where I'm tracking win-loss for decks on stream during all of our games for a number of decks. Not every deck. I'm not tracking every single one because that would have been too much. Yeah. But I started with just like the third round decks from the first 3
decks
sets.
that made the top cuts.
Any deck that was in any other tournament is tracked. So I have that sheet shared as well, and I'll share that again once we start rolling this out, so you can get a quick reference of like win-loss ratios. So if you think you can find a deck in our collection that can probably beat Confage or Mr. Jacoby, whichever one wins, and you want to see a title change, you throw the deck at it. Or if you just want to see like what would happen in a matchup, throw the deck at it.
Yeah.
And then you can do undercard matchups as well. So if you want to just match up 2 random decks, if there's a deck you've seen on stream,
I think there's a lot of like fan favorite decks.
Yeah.
Like
if there's a deck that you like find in the collection, you're like, what is this deck? I don't remember this deck, and you just want to see it in action.
Because we have random decks from like Vol Tours and stuff that we never got to play. Zelda was one of those, for instance. So, all right. Anyway, that's it. We're done for the night.
Yeah, it's late. Everyone have a great night, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
We'll be back Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.